Hey everyone, welcome to another video. If you haven't already and you love film content, please consider clicking that subscribe button. I just saw the trailer for the new A24 film Pearl, so let's get into my thoughts about how this could potentially turn out. So, if you didn't know, Pearl is the prequel to the horror film that came out earlier this year, X, which, if you haven't seen it, is probably one of the better horror releases to come out this year. It is a slasher that harkens back to a lot of those goofy and bloody slashers in the 80s and 90s. I personally thought it was a great film, and as someone who gets terrified of the whole creepy grandma thing in horror films, this one probably did it the best, especially in the second half where it just boils down to all out horror right until the film ends. I mean, at that point, every time Pearl appeared in X, I was like... Now, before I go into talking details about this trailer for Pearl, I just want to let you know that this will have spoilers for X. So if you haven't seen it already, please watch it first. It is a great film, especially if you love that slasher genre. So, I didn't know it at the time, because this just never happens in A24 films, but X had a post-credit scene that was teasing the prequel to that film. Pearl will be about the old lady that was terrorizing everyone in X and how she became who she was. The character is obsessed with beauty and being someone to be desired, which is something that was highly prevalent in X. Pearl looks to dive deeper into that with her need to be recognized and how that idea becomes an obsession that will end up harming those around her.
I am beautiful.
I really liked how in the trailer the production design and cinematography juxtaposes what was happening in X. In that film, the main house where the older couple lived was becoming very decrepit, with the swampy area being overgrown. In Pearl, everything looks pristine and beautiful, and the same goes for how the cinematography looks. This might still experiment with aspect ratio. I noticed that X had the look of a classic 80s stylistic vibe, while this is going for a church-going 60s vibe. To me, Pearl looks like it might be going into the more all-out slasher aspects that made X so great, but I think it will be more of a disturbing film. From the looks of the trailer, she enters a church which looks like it's going to be some sort of cult running it, and whatever happens there will turn her into the murderous person she is because of her insatiable need to be desired. I think that by removing the whole older people murdering everyone and being creepy aspect being gone, I think for me this will be a little bit more digestible. It also looks like Mia Goth is once again going to give another excellent performance as Pearl. She was the standout in X as she played the main character as well as Pearl, while obviously wearing a lot of makeup to make her look older. The end of the trailer, especially where it looks like she goes into an all-out murder spree and becomes who Pearl is in X, she looks like she has some really excellent moments here. Another thing I am very interested in, which is just pure speculation on my part, is how she meets her husband, who also has a large role to play in X, even if he is more of an accessory that makes the Pearl character all the more intriguing. I am assuming in this film she'll be attracted to him because it will finally just be someone who finally gives her that attention she craves, and because of X, when he can't give her that anymore due to his heart condition, it makes her seek out the younger group and Maxine because she reminds her of how she used to be, which I don't know is out of jealousy or not, but when she kills all of Maxine's friends, it seems like Pearl just wants her for herself. I want to see how Pearl's boyfriend is introduced earlier on and how they became such an evil pair that terrorizes people. The first thing that came to my mind as well after seeing the trailer was just how awesome this would be as a double feature in a drive-in. The whole style that director Ty West has gone for in these films really emulates that style in my eyes when watching it, and I would just love drive-ins to embrace this concept as a fun horror movie that many people can watch in their cars. It almost feels like this is what these pair of films have been going for.
Groovy like a drive-in movie.
Overall, after seeing the trailer for Pearl, I've become very excited for this film, and the fact it should be releasing this year makes it even more exciting. I know that it will definitely be coming this year for audiences in the US, but for audiences here in Australia, you just never know. The release dates for A24 films have always been terrible here, and I actually look forward to diving into why in a video soon. But anyway, that's besides the point. If this comes out in Australia this year, it looks like this could be a wonderful double feature that just doesn't really happen ever.
All right. Cool. Very good.
I have to admit, I wasn't too interested in this project at first, but now it has shot up to being definitely one of my most anticipated releases for the coming year. And as I said, I hope they play both this and X at a drive-in somewhere, because that would be perfect. Anyway, thank you for watching the video. Tell me what your thoughts are towards Pearl. Are you excited? Do you think this will live up to the quality or even be better than X? What do you think about Mia Goth's performance as these characters? And do you think this would be perfect for a drive-in? Let me know in the comments down below, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.